Hello.
Ja, den kan det. Thanks, man. Thank you.
We do also have one more coming, but he's been stopped by supporters on the way, so we'll get him in as soon as he gets here.
Slightly over the neck, catch it, come. Escape some biggie, come.
Recording in progress.
Okay. Hi, guys.
Maddie's behind you, Craig.
Come, Maddie.
Oh, there you go, Matt. Perfect timing.
How many do you have there? Man,
Cool. So we'll start to the guys online from Scotland, and then we'll come to the guys on the floor. Congratulations to the Glasgow Warriors.
Cool. Graham McPherson, do you want to kick us off?
Of course, thank you. Good evening. Franco, Kyle, just sum up how this feels for you guys and what you've achieved tonight for both yourself and for Scottish rugby as a whole.
No, it's a fantastic feeling. I mean, it's winning is a great feeling, and yeah, maybe all my enthusiasm is different than the two players next to me. So yeah, but really grateful and thankful. You know, I'm a religious person, and I'm really thankful for the grace today and this whole season. You know, again, we left the field without an injury, and I'm really proud of that.
Yeah, I'm just really proud of the boys, really proud of the group, really proud of the group that's not here as well. You know, we had to leave boys behind to come and get this job done this week, but boys that have contributed a hell of a lot to our season this year, and just everyone at Glasgow Warriors and everyone in the community as a whole. Like, just really thankful for the support and the way they've got behind us this year, and yeah, can't wait to see them all when we get back.
As we've seen all season, I guess last weekend and again tonight, you guys had to really dig in. It was a really gritty performance. That must give you a lot of pride.
Yeah, for sure. You know, I think the way the first 40 went, you know, I think we would have taken 13-7 at half time. But again, like you say, you know, just really proud of the forwards, especially, you know, the defensive effort they put up front, the way that no matter what was thrown at us, and, you know, credit to the Bulls, they fired a lot of shots in that first 40 and towards the end. But yeah, our big men, their physicality, the way they stayed calm and the way they kept us in the game was unreal.
Right. Congratulations, guys. Enjoy it.
Cool. Should also say, just I think he's off camera, but Matt Fagerson is also here, guys. So just realised he's off camera here. David, if you want to go. David Barnes.
Hi, Franco. Congratulations, guys. Franco, can I just ask you? I mean, I know you're a modest man. Where does this rate in terms of your coaching achievements?
No, this is an important competition. You know, it's class to win in different countries and travel the way we did this week to come out here. And I know the pride in the stadium. Played here before, so that right stop. I'm definitely convinced that it will be hard to beat this feeling.
And you're always a man with a plan. Is this, you know, when you came in, you know, the beginning of last season, are you ahead of where you planned to be, or is this kind of where you expected to be at this stage?
Yeah, I think it's definitely where we expected to be, but tonight was an important ingredient. We always talk about a hard edge to Scottish rugby players, and I think tonight the boys proved that just that. You know, to come here and play a South African team on their home soil in front of 52,000 supporters and then still win in the way we did, you know, is a special accolade to the men. So, yeah, we've gone leaps and bounds. We've grown leaps and bounds, but again, the sensation and what we've achieved tonight will be an important ingredient going forward.
And a quick one for Matt. Congratulations, man of the match tonight, Matt. I can just about see you over the microphones. I mean, it's been a long, hard season from the World Cup. You seem to have kind of hit. You know, are you playing as well as you ever have, and why is that after a 10-month season?
Yeah, like it's been a quality season in general. We an up and down Six Nations with Scotland, but I think every time, especially after a campaign, we come back in. Frank was brilliant at reinvigorating the boys coming back from international rugby to come back into the team and bring that energy and yeah, we had some great games in Europe, and then the last 4 games probably sums up the entire season in terms of the way the boys have fought and they've trained and they've not used the travel as an excuse, whatever it may be. And personally, yeah, it's been a pleasure to be a part of, and when you're playing with your mates and in such an enjoyable group, I think that brings out your best.
Thanks, guys. Congratulations.
Graham Bean.
Hi, Franco. You've really had to do it the hard way this season, having to go to Munster in the semi-final and then go to South Africa at short notice and win over there. What does that say about the character of the team?
No, obviously I'm really proud. I think it's more of what you guys are going to say about the team that's important. So, no, from my perspective, fantastic. They've reacted very well. We've used disappointment in our favour. We've learned lessons. We had a saying during the season that we don't have to lose to learn, and they've embraced that mentality, and they're pushing the limits and the boundaries and perimeters that's expected at this level. So, obviously, really proud of the way they went about the business tonight and the way that they've bought into a plan. And I honestly think this is just a start, hopefully, and we can keep on progressing.
Great. And Kyle, tell us about these goggles.
So my dad and my brother are doing the security for us, and we've been on a couple of ski holidays back home, and I don't know, it's become a kind of a thing across rugby celebrations that you need goggles to protect yourself from all the champagne spray. So my brother, without letting us know, packed a couple of pairs, and then when we came into the change room tonight, he had them waiting. So myself and Sione and a couple of the boys have got them on.
Brilliant, thank you. Congratulations, guys.
Cheers.
We've also got Gav Harper.
Hi guys, congratulations. Matt, can you just sum up what this means to have won this trophy alongside Xander?
Yeah, I think it means absolutely everything. Like, I grew up at school watching Xander progress into the professional ranks, and I've watched him grow into arguably one of the best tight ends in the world, and the work he puts in, the 8-minute shifts he's done in the last 3 weeks are beyond exceptional. And yeah, to win it with him and to do it for our family and our partners and kids and stuff back home is it's hard to put into words.
And Kyle, just how much of a springboard can this be? We've talked about mentality being an issue for Scottish teams, for the national team. How much of a springboard can this be, not only for Glasgow but for Scotland as well?
Look, I think it can be huge. I think looking at it from a Glasgow perspective, this is, Franco talks about that hard edge, and I think that's something we've kind of been searching for and working towards as a group, particularly over the last 12 months. And there's just something about it that you can't really get it until you've done it, if that makes any sense. And I think sort of the belief that particularly our forwards have shown up front in giving us that hard edge over the last 3 weeks, I think that gives us a lot of belief going forward. So.
Ryan Wilson talked during the week on his podcast about joining the celebrations. Has he sorted out a plan for you yet?
Yeah, absolutely. Look, I absolutely love having Wills here. He made a plan to get over here with the URC. He's still one of us. We still love him, and he's still one of the boys. So he's in and amongst it. He's wearing a white linen shirt that already doesn't look so white. So really chuffed that he's out here with us and can share this with us. He's been a massive part of this group over the last 2 years.
Great stuff. Thanks, guys.
Callum Crowe.
Yeah, congratulations, guys. Just a question for Franco. It's obviously been a long, hard season where a lot of the guys have been in camp for the best part of a year, going back to the sort of pre-World Cup times last year. Are you going to give them some scope to let their hair down tonight and celebrate?
Never. No, of course, yes. I think there's a wrong perception of me in the media that no, we apart from working hard, there's no, no, there's no. Of course, yes. This is tonight. What a pinnacle, and I'm really proud of them. They can really, they've just drowned me in all the champagne that's available anyway. So no, of course, we're not going to start up until the 1st of August. So these guys are now going to. Unfortunately, or fortunately, some boys are heading back in Scotland Cup on Monday night already. But no, of course, I'm really proud of the boys and that they've worked so well. They deserve every minute. And if you play hard, then you can party hard, I suppose.
I heard you talking to Ryan Wilson post-match earlier on. Who's in charge of the cigars and whiskies, and where did that plan come from?
Yeah, I know. When I started a year ago, or 2 years ago there, one morning, 7 o'clock, I rolled out whiskey for everybody to give them a wee taste on what it will be to have a dram of whiskey on the back end of a win. And I said, savor that, keep that in your mind, and one day, as soon as we can win something, we'll have an evening where we can have a dram of whiskey and a cigar, and tonight I think these guys merit that.
Absolutely. Congratulations.
Last one from back in Scotland, Andrew Petrie.
Well, congratulations, guys. Franco, I'll start with you. 5 minutes to go in that game. What were the emotions like? Obviously, you seem quite a calm presence. Were you calm 5 minutes to go?
Yeah, no, I was. Look, if you just look from a rugby perspective, we hardly give away a maul try this whole season, and I knew the Bulls were not going to play out of that, even if we have a yellow card. So we were had some good defensive sets before that. So I just felt if we stay patient and not get penalised, a turnover will happen. So, yeah, the way. So I can honestly say, and this is not to sound arrogant, I suppose, or that the nerves was under control. Let me put it in that way. I had calmness. I'm sure the belief in the boys through the process. We've been talking about a process the whole year, so I backed the process, and the boys were backing it, and that in the end, brought the success or the significance of this win.
And you talked after the game about building blocks. What's next for Glasgow Warriors after this? What do you want to conquer next?
Yeah, look, I still believe that there's a lot. We want to be the best version of ourselves. That is what we strive to be. We don't play opposition. We play against ourselves. If you look yourself in the mirror, you must be honest and understand that you've given it all once you retire. So up till they retire, they must keep on giving it all, and that will be our challenge. How many times and how often can we repeat a performance like tonight?
Just one for Kyle. There's been something in the water at Scotstoun this season. A lot of new dads in the squad. Do you think that's played a part in making the boys a little bit more mature and maybe helped to this success?
I don't know if it's made us any more mature. I mean, the way we're sitting here now, you probably don't think we're the most mature of boys, but I think just that Glasgow is a club that likes to connect to its community, connect to its family, and I think for so many of us, to finally feel what it feels like to have your own kids and have your own family, I think that's certainly something that's brought us closer together. And Sione had his baby, very recently, and I think it's just being able to share in that experience with boys and all across the squad, so many dads and a couple of moms too. I think that those experiences bring people closer together and give you a deeper sense of why you're out there and doing what you're doing.
Just finally for Matt as well, obviously, is the emotion of winning. Is there a feeling a bit of vindication as well? A couple of people had written you off wrongly, obviously.
Had they?
Some, not me. Some people.
I think it's been an up and down season. I think in the last probably month or so, I've sort of gone back to what makes me a good rugby player and the basics, and I probably would get frustrated in games at certain times when things weren't going my way personally. I think I've sort of looked at the wider picture and the team and what I can bring to that. So as I said earlier, when you're playing with your mates and people you love coming into work with, makes it all that easier.
Excellent. Thank you, guys. Congrats again.
Pass over to yourself, Wonder, for